Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I figured I would do a full face of e.l.f. cosmetics. You guys seem to love when I do my full face of e.l.f. videos, and I do have quite a bit of, some new products from them. So I'm definitely excited to try those products out. So I guess we can go ahead and get started. All right, so starting off with the eyeshadow palette, I do have the E.L.FXJKissa To The Rescue eyeshadow palette. I did feature this in my Ulta and e.l.f. haul. If you guys haven't seen that video, I will have it linked for you guys to check that video out. But here is what the palette looks like. And I told you guys you have stickers so you can like customize the front of your palette. I haven't done so yet, but here is the stickers right here if you choose to do so. So here is the actual palette right here. Very pretty colors. So you have your row of blue, purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red colors. So you can pretty much create like a 3 eyeshadow look, or if you're really creative, you can definitely like mix and match how you want to mix and match it. You guys already know I'm not really a huge like color person per se, so this is definitely outside of my comfort zone. I think I might do either something with the blue or the purple, because I kind of feel like this is more of my color scheme. And I already filmed a orange look. I already filmed the orange look, but I think the orange look will be up after this video because I'm kind of like uploading it at different times. So I don't want to do orange because I already did an orange look. So I think I'm going to play with the actual purple. So let's do that. So I'm just going to take the one called Sadie, which is going to be this purple right here, and just throw that into my crease as my crease color. Ooh, pigment. Love the pigment. You do get a little bit of kickback, but that's fine. Y'all see that? Pigment. And I really have high hopes for this eyeshadow palette because when they came out with their bite-sized eyeshadows, that formula was amazing. Amazing. So I definitely have high hopes for this eyeshadow palette. All right, I'm just gonna take a little bit of the orange so it's not so like harsh with the purple. So I'm gonna take the orange, it's called Zuma. It's gonna be this one right here in the middle. I'm just gonna add that to my crease as well. Just gonna take it up a little bit higher than I did the purple. And I am just fading out that harsh line, almost kind of like creating that gradient effect. All right, so going on to the lid, I'm going to take the color called Confetti. It's going to be the shimmer shade right here on the bottom. Just going to go ahead and pop that as my lid color, and I definitely want to see how it applies dry first, and then afterwards, if need be, we'll definitely go into it wet. But I want to give it the benefit of the doubt and try it dry. Oh yeah, you definitely get a nice color payoff with it. and I haven't even wet my brush yet. I don't think I'm going to because it's honestly pigmented on its own. If you guys can see that, I do have some fallout right here on my face. If you're the kind of person who likes to do like your base first, you do get some fallout with it, so just keep that in mind. I'm just gonna take the purple shade again, just like the smallest tap, and just put it back into my crease again. All right, just gonna take a clean brush and just go back into the orange called Zuma one more time. I don't think I'm gonna do an outer V color for today's look. I think I'm just gonna keep it just how it is. So we're just going to put a pause on the face. I'm just gonna put a pause on the eyes and jump into the face. All right, moving on into the face, I'm just going to take my e.l.f. Hydrating Primer Serum and just prime my skin. And this actually does a really good job making your skin feel hydrated. So if you have dry skin, definitely check it out. It feels like very luxurious. So I could honestly say out of all the face primers I have tried from e.l.f., and you guys know I am a diehard fan of the hydrating primers. I want to say it's the other hydrating primer, the one in the bluish greenish packaging that has the pump on it. You guys know that was like a holy grail of mine for the longest. I still love it, but I can honestly say with this one coming out, I like this one just a little bit more. So definitely check it out if you have dry skin. I have gel, ignore that. All right, so moving on into the foundation, it's going to be the same thing like always. It's going to be the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I have mine in the color called Cinnamon, so just going to use that to apply my foundation. This part is nothing new, so we're just going to speed through this part right here. All right, just gonna take my e.l.f. sponge. This sponge is honestly, oh my god, I have powder on it. This sponge is honestly like one of my favorite sponges in my collection. It is so soft and so bouncy, and it's, I want to say it's probably the most affordable sponge that I also have in my collection. Like, if you haven't tried this sponge out, you are missing out. Definitely go check it out. You can get it at Ulta, Walgreens, CVS, e.l.f. website, Walmart, Target. Definitely check this sponge out. I promise you, like, you're going to want to buy like at least 5. Like, it's really good. So definitely check her out. And then for concealer, I do have the e.l.f. It's going to be the Hydrating Camo Concealer. I honestly prefer this one over the other one because I do have dry skin, and I honestly feel like it doesn't dry down as fast compared to the original one. This one you actually have time to, you know, apply it and take your time. I still have yet to find like my perfect color, but it's okay. We are going to make it work like we always do. And if you're wondering, I have it in the color called Deep Chestnut. If you're wondering what color that is, but just going to blend this out. When I was using the other one, I had to do like one eye, blend it out, other eye, blend it out, under my chin, blend it out. But with this one, you actually have time, so no need to rush. All right, the next product I have is not going to be by e.l.f. So I'm just going to go ahead and just set under my eyes right quickly. But again, it's not going to be an e.l.f. product, so I'm not going to bother with the name, but I will have all the products listed down below for you guys to check that out. All right, for my all over finishing powder, I do have the one by e.l.f. It's going to be their finishing powder in dark deep. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, this shade is actually a little bit too dark for me. Here is what it looks like. So again, it's a little bit too dark for me, but again, it was called dark deep. I didn't think it was going to be this deep, so I'm going to have to go like super light-handed with it. But yeah, this is the one called dark deep. And I always take like the lightest amount, almost like nothing is even on my brush, and I just sweep it all over my face. Since the color is so dark, I don't want to make my foundation look darker than it is, so I just take the lightest amount, almost like it's not even existent, and just sweep it over my face to set the rest of my makeup. All right, going back into the E.L.F.XJKissa eyeshadow palette, I'm gonna take the color called, I think I'm gonna take the color called Pretty Girl. It's going to be that darker purple, and just run that up under my lower lash line. And I'm going to take the color called Sadie and just apply that just underneath it also. And then I'm going to take the color called Zuma, which we used earlier, right in the middle, and just apply that to my lower lash line also. Pretty Girl is actually deeper than I thought it was going to initially be, so I need to just lighten this up just a little bit. All right, and then for the inner tear duct, I'm going to take the color called Suki. It's going to be that shimmer orange color, and just pop it right in the center of my eyes. It looks more silver, but it's really pretty though. And then for lashes, I do have the e.l.f. It's going to be the foam make lashes in the style called Drama Queen. I did feature this in the haul as well, so cannot wait to try these out. I'm going to apply my lashes, and I also picked up the Kiss Lash Glue eyeliner in the clear color. You guys know I already have black. I love the black so much, but for those eye looks where I don't want to have a black liner, I wanted to get the clear one, so I'm just going to apply my lashes, and then we'll be back to finish off the rest of the face. All right, you guys, so I do have the lashes on. I actually like the lashes. I do feel like next time I'll probably just cut it, because I mean it sits like on the end, but I almost feel like I can probably cut it next time, so learning lesson for next time. But moving on, I have two things. I have the monochromatic stick. It's going to be their multi-stick. You can use it for the eyes, the lips, the cheeks. I have it in the color called Luminous Berry, which looks like this. I did swatch it in the haul, but I'll just swatch it for those who haven't seen the haul. And this color is a really pretty like burgundy shimmer color. So here is what that one looks like. So I do have that one as an option to use it as a blush if I wanted to. And I also have the one called Sparkling Rose, which is another multi-stick. I'm just gonna swatch this one for you guys. So here is what that one looks like right here. So I have these as blush options, but I really want to use the bite size face duos. So I have the one called Pomegranate. It's going to be your blush and highlighter duo, which looks like this. So you have your blush right here. You also have your highlighter right here. And I really want to use this today. So I think I'm just going to save the multi-sticks for another video, because I do have more like first impression videos to film for you guys. So I'm just going to take the blush. Actually, no. Let me do my bronzer first. So I have the one called Coconut. Coconut was the darkest one on the website that looks like it's suitable for like your deeper skin complexions. So you do have your bronzer and you also have your highlighter right over here. So let's go ahead and do the bronzer first. The highlighter looks really promising. Only thing is I wish the compact was a little bit bigger, but I get it. It's you know, another version of their bite-sized duos, so I do get it, but I just wish it was a little bit bigger to kind of like fit your brush in there, but it's fine. We are going to make it work. You guys know I love the other e.l.f. bronzer that I have. I honestly think it's discontinued because I don't see it in stores, and then I don't see it online either. So that's one reason why you guys haven't seen me use it on my channel, but you guys know I love that bronzer. And even though it looked super light, it looked very wearable for like, it was very wearable for like your deeper skin complexions. So I'm hoping this is going to be like the newer version in terms of like the next bronzer for like your deeper skin tones to use, because if not, e.l.f. wouldn't have one, because again, this was pretty much like the deepest one that they had to offer. So let's just see. Do you guys see anything? I'm not seeing anything. If something is there, then it's really subtle. So I'm hoping on camera it's picking up. Let me go back in one more time, and you guys can see like my brush is like full of product. So okay, I feel like now I'm actually seeing something. It's honestly like a light wash. You guys can see like a light wash of color on the face. So I am seeing something. I do feel like if you're deeper than me, it's not gonna work for you. I'm just being honest, because even on me, I'm just like, can you guys see it? Like, is it there? So again, if you're deeper than me, it probably wouldn't work for you. So that's a little bit disappointing, but there are plenty of other bronzers out there. So I really want to use that multi-stick, but I feel like if I use it, I'm not going to get a true color payoff of this by itself. So because I can use the multi-stick as a base and layer this on top of it, but I really want to see this on its own. So yeah, let's just leave it as this on its own, because I really want to see what the pigment look like by itself versus being a topper. You know what would be really cute? If they made like bite-size face brushes to go with the face palettes, like to actually fit it. I think that would be really cute. So e.l.f., if you're watching, probably not, but if you guys can make like bite-size face brushes to like work for these, that would be amazing, because I'm like, you know, squeezing my brush to get the color payoff. But anywho, oh, you do get a color payoff. It's really pretty. It's really subtle, which I like. And it's more like on the pinky side, but it's not like a Barbie pink. It's like a muted kind of pink. So it's really pretty. Do I see myself using this all the time? Probably wouldn't use it all the time, because like my brush does not fit in here. So that's kind of annoying, but it's really pretty. And is there shimmer? It's like a slight sheen to it, but it is very pretty. I know you guys can see that. Like, that's a nice, pretty, like, wash of color. So I do like that. And I think for the highlighter, I want to use the one that's in the coconut palette. So let me just wipe this off my face. All right, so going back into the coconut palette, I'm just going to take the highlighter, because this one looks more like on the golden side, and that's honestly like my preference for highlighters anyway. So just want to take that and apply it to the high points of my cheeks. Like a brush like this, it's the e.l.f. concealer, the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. Like, it's not a highlighter brush, but like this fits perfectly in this palette. So I don't like that. Okay, I don't like that. Let's try the next one. I don't like that. All right, so let me take that off, and let's try, I'm gonna try the one in the blush palette. I'm gonna try it over here first before I mix it. Like, this side looks a little bit better, but it's not like, it's not my favorite highlighter product from e.l.f. Like, e.l.f. have better highlighters, and it's not this at all. I don't really care for this. Like, it looks like a silver stripe is on my face, and the thing is, it honestly looks like a gold. Like, if you guys can see that, that looks gold. This is not gold. Like, that looks like a silver stripe is on my face. So like, honestly, I would have rather it be a bronzer and a blush, because I don't need two highlighters, if that makes sense. All right, let's blend this out, because I have a white stripe on my face. I really need to cut these lashes. I feel like it looks crazy, but we are going to keep it moving. And the funny thing is, like, the lashes fit perfectly on my eye. Like, it's the correct length for my eye. It just looks hella weird in terms of, like, I really want to cut it, but I'm not going to cut it right now. Moving into the last part is going to be the lips. So I do have the e.l.f. It's going to be the Sheer Slick little lip products. I have it in the one called Wild Peach, which I guess I can swatch it for you guys. But I did share with you guys these in the haul. So this is going to be Wild Peach, and I will swatch it for you. Alright, so here is Wild Peach on my hand. And then the next one is going to be the one called Dragon Fruit. Love the packaging for these. You can honestly pick these up at Target, because they do have them at Target, or just shop the website. Here is it right here. And then the last one is called Jam or Jelly. And then here is the packaging for Jam or Jelly. And here it is right here, the last one on my hand. So I think with this eye look, I mean, neither one of them really goes with my eye look, but for the sake of the video, I think I'm going to just choose Jam or Jelly. Ooh. It's very pink. I'm just going to take my e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in the color called Champagne Glam and just kind of go over it because it does not match. But listen, none of these color really matches, so we have to make it do. I'm just going to take my LA Colors lip liner in the color called Chocolate and just align my lips a little bit. Alright guys, it's pretty much going to be the completed look, and I just love the way everything turned out. In terms of like my favorite products in the video, it will definitely have to be the E.L.F.XJKissa, the e.l.f. times JKissa eyeshadow palette. It was definitely pigmented, easy to blend out, and you guys know that purples are pretty much like the hardest things to create in terms of eyeshadows, and this was pretty much easy to work with, even for somebody like me who tend to stray away from color. It was definitely like my favorite thing to use in the actual video. In terms of the bite-sized face duos, so I really liked the bronzer and I liked the blush, but I don't really care for the actual highlighters. I told you guys, even though the one called Coconut looked more like a true gold, like bronzy color, it looks more of like a silver white stripe on my face. The one in the blush palette was a little bit more like wearable, but it's still not like my preference in terms of what I would like for a highlighter. This one looks more of like a champagne kind of color, but I definitely like the blush. It was more of a subtle kind of blush, but it's very, very, very pretty. And the actual bronzer, I feel like it's going to be more of like a light wash of bronzer on the face. To be honest with you, in person at first I was kind of like, I don't see it, so I had to keep looking at my viewfinder to see like, is it showing up? But I can tell it's there, but it's not going to be something that's as intense as your Makeup Revolution bronzer in terms of against like your deeper skin complexion. So I feel like if you're deeper than me, I honestly don't see it working for you, because again, even for me, I was just like, is it there? So when I watch the footage back, I can actually see for myself on camera how it looks, because you know the lights and everything, but just kind of like in person, it looks like a really, really like light wash of color on my face. So do I feel like with the bite-sized face duos, I would probably say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll probably give it like a 7. only because I don't care for the highlighters. Like if it was the blush and bronzer combined in one, I would probably say like maybe like 8 or 9. But because I just kind of feel like from a skin complexion perspective, there's nothing deeper than coconut if you wanted to try the Bite Size Face Duo. So that was kind of like disappointing. I definitely love the lashes. I honestly should have cut it, but it fit my eyes in terms of like it literally stops where my eye shape stops. But I just kind of feel like I might need to cut it just like a little piece off. Therefore it doesn't look so weird to me. Just to me. I do like these little like sheer slick lip products. It's pigmented, but it's not like an intense pigment. It's almost like a I see you type of pigment. So I do like the concept of it. It's very comfortable on the lips. Again, it's a nice wash of color. So I cannot wait to actually like play with these some more. And I'm gonna save the e.l.f. multi-sticks for another video because I do want to use it, but I wanted to honestly just try the Bite Size Face Duos by itself. But I can honestly see this being a base and then seeing that on top of it. I could actually see that being like an actual thing. I can see that in my head. But yeah, you guys, hope you guys enjoyed today's video of my full face of the new e.l.f. products. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it 2 thumbs up. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.